This podcast is sponsored by Sister Sci-Fi, a digital book boutique that features various literature created by Black women. If you're looking for a cauldron of all things Afrofuturism, Black mysticism, science fiction noir, and traditional voodoo, check out Sister Sci-Fi today at sistersci-fi.com.
Paramount Pictures plans to sell the rights to Eddie Murphy's Coming to America 2 to Amazon for distribution on their Prime Video service. According to Variety, Amazon will purchase the rights for $125 million.
Okay, I was going to ask you what your thoughts are on this, but I just want to start it off with I get it. You know, we talked about this last week where they tried with Tenet to, test the waters of who was in the theaters. Tenet, it didn't bomb. It just, like, no one went to see it because of the pandemic. And so it's hard to say that it bombed.
It's hard to gauge numbers.
Yeah.
And then you look at, New York as a major city, theaters are just now opening up.
Yeah. Stephen King talked about going to the movie theaters the other day, and there were only 4 people. He said they were literally, with social distancing and everything, there were only 4 people in the theater. So it's like,
I'm really not sure. I mean, I get why they did do it, but I don't see what was the rush. I mean, coming to America, of rushing to sell Coming to America. It's not like, you want to tell me maybe they think the jokes won't hit because sometimes jokes are made for that particular time period?
What's funny, I didn't even think about that. I was thinking more along the lines of, you don't know, we got to find out how much it costs to make Coming to America. And I think mathematically it may be beneficial to them. Because let's say this, and I am speculating. I mean, I'm sure we could probably get those numbers, but let's say Coming to America. Oh, wait, here goes Jamie. He probably 2 large-scale marketing times with Crown Royals and McDonald's are expected to move. Oh, so yeah, I was getting ready to say. So let's say Coming to America cost about $50 million to make, and based on the what is it called, the nostalgia factor, they would have been guaranteed to make $125 million, but it could have made a lot more than that. But you just never know.
I mean,
they get a guaranteed. Now they get the guarantee and that's no promotion. They didn't put out any trailers.
But think about it. Bad Boys 3 made close to $400 million.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gamble, but I guess what they were banking on is the fact that, because it may have been a situation of Amazon struck. Like, listen, Amazon went in there with the pitch. Listen, you got this sitting here. We will give you $125 million guaranteed. Now, it could have made 200, 400, 500.
Scare money don't make no money.
In this economy, yeah, they would probably bank on the guaranteed.
I'll say this: I would have waited. If I was Paramount, I would have waited till the first blockbuster was moved to a streaming service. I would have waited to see what that blockbuster sold for, and what the reception was. Is going to be for that blockbuster because there's no real rush to sell it now.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's not like we're sitting around going, "Oh man, if they push it to 2022, that's it. I'm out. I'm not gonna feel like that's not what's being said."
The only reason why I could see is that the comedy was probably, for this particular time period that we're in, and the jokes may not hit the mark if it's released in later 2021. I mean,
the only
I don't know.
I can see that is if they had a lot of Trump jokes. Because if they have a lot of Trump jokes, then if they have a lot of Trump jokes, then yeah, I mean, you waited till next year, and let's say Biden's in office, it might not.
But the jokes will still hit, though.
Yeah, I mean, we still know what it was like to live under Trump. Jamie's saying that Eddie Murphy is not the bankable star he used to be. I mean,
no, I think it's more or less the films that he chose. Those weren't bankable.
Yeah, I mean,
because you really can't tell me a good film that he picked that was,
the last good film he did was Life.
No. The Rudy Dolomite.
Oh well, yeah. Well, that's Dolomite, and then before Dolomite was like everything else is just like stuff he just does for a check.
How many of those other films were those Disney orientated comedies?
I think 80% of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norbit was funny.
Oh, that's right. He did. Norbit was funny, but Norbit wasn't really a Disney thing. Wait, Norbit. Oh, no. You know what? I didn't see Norbit. Yeah. All the characters. Yeah. And then Shrek. Jamie's bringing up Shrek. Yeah. That is and that's DreamWorks. And that is a lot where he got a lot of his money from as well.
This is Jamie. I have a quick little thing because Norbit, everybody thought Norbit was the reason he didn't win the Oscar for Dreamgirls that year, because they came out in the same year and everyone thought that Norbit was so bad, and when I was also top worst movies of the year list,
right,
that the Academy was swayed to not vote best supporting actor. So I just wanted to throw that little fun fact.
Good. Yeah, wow. Shade.
But that was when the Academy was filled with a bunch of old white guys. Us young black people, we like Norbit.
Might have voted against him for Norbit as well.
We liked Norbit.
I don't know about that. That's like a French we. I don't know about that.
We didn't dislike Norbit.
Okay. I can co-sign on that. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad move. But you're right. I don't know what the rush was. You know, but honestly, I think everyone's going to the drawing board. All the major studios are going, back to their offices, and they're thinking there's going to be a shift, at least for the next 5 years at a minimum. Like, you're probably not going to see theaters packed, like, in a while.
Until 2022.
Yeah, something like that. So, they have to think about what they're going to do with the movies that they already have, in the can, ready to go. What are they going to do with that?
You've been listening to Two Brothers at a Water Cooler with Mike and Tom, produced by Jamie Fernandez and Peter Bune. Rate and review this show on Apple Podcasts, and you might find your review in a future episode.